Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Joe Nicasio, your business coach. And today I want to talk about three fundamentals of self kindness. Personally, I've made a million, lost everything. And after I lost everything, I said nasty things to myself about myself. And one of the things I learned later is depression is anger turned inward. And we don't want to be angry at ourselves. We want to be kind to ourselves. So, in talking about the importance of kindness, it's easy to forget that you have to start with being kind to yourself. How does it feel to hear that? Maybe it makes you a little bit uncomfortable. After all, you were probably brought up to think of others first, to be unselfish, to put your own needs behind the needs of others. But having real compassion means you treat yourself the same way as you would a friend who is suffering. There are three fundamentals of elements of building compassion and learning self kindness. So the first, we got to let go of self judgment. Listen to your self talk for a moment. How are you feeling about the whole idea of self kindness? Many people have a negative mixtape inside of their head that's full of judgment and self criticism aimed at themselves. This does not serve you well, my friends. A negative loop that uses words that we would never dream of saying to other people, and yet, we say them to ourselves, and it's just not healthy. Uh, Developing self compassion means letting go of perfectionism. It means being okay with making mistakes and even embracing failure. Self kindness acknowledges that life is full of ups and downs, and that hard times is necessarily one's fault. Uh, by accepting the reality of life and letting go of self judgment, you will find calm and understanding. Accepting that it's not just you. I want to make a point on that, and that is self blame is still blame. Okay, like self blame is different than taking responsibility. Taking responsibility says, okay, I made some decisions that weren't good. Self blame is it's your fault. You're the demon. Okay, so there's a difference between if you're blaming yourself, you're still playing the victim, which is kind of a ironic piece here. But um, so, accept that it's not just you. One of the worst aspects of going through a tough time is feeling that you're alone in your suffering. Be kind to yourself and acknowledge that being human means being imperfect and being vulnerable. Bad times come and bad times go, and you'll make it through. It happens to everyone because it's part of the human condition. So take a deep breath, take a step back, and treat yourself gently until the storm has passed. It's one thing it's also, acknowledge that you messed up and also say, okay, how can I not repeat the pattern? How can I not make this mistake again? That's important. But that doesn't mean you have to like put yourself into some kind of feeling bad. That doesn't serve you at all. Seek a middle ground. It may be tempting to fall into negativity when things don't go your way, but try take a mindful approach that acknowledges your feelings but doesn't over identify with them. Wallowing in your unhappiness or beating yourself up is not helpful. Mindfulness means taking a step back and observing what is happening without getting caught up in the emotions or at the other end of the scale, trying to suppress or deny what you're feeling. Acknowledge your emotions and the situation you find yourself in, but also find some perspective. Consider what is happening in your life and compare your experience to what is happening in the world. To develop genuine compassion, self compassion, you must acknowledge your own pain and come from a place of acceptance for yourself so that you can offer it to other people. So, look, if you want to build a better business and not make the mistakes, so that you don't, we don't want you to beat yourself up. What we want you to do is go out and have some successes so you can celebrate your wins. Uh, let's, at some point you make a decision. It's like, I don't want to keep losing. I want to master this. I want to get it right so I can be on the winning track. And when you're on the winning track, you can celebrate, you can have a lot more fun, and you can feel a lot better about yourself. We win some, we lose some, but the most important thing is No matter what happens, be kind to yourself. Don't be mean to yourself. The world is mean enough as it is. So you don't need to add yourself to the list of people that are mean to you. Be the one person that is kind to you in a cruel and world that isn't always love and flowers and peace and harmony. All right, this is Joe Nicasio, your business coach, your business mentor. God bless you. If you need the help, if you want the help, the help's available. Reach out. God bless.